One game seems to be standing out at this E3, and it's Super Mario Odyssey. I mean, I can't even talk about this game without getting a smile on my face because it looks so good. Okay, it is like Nintendo was like got a bunch of fan mail from people, and it was like, hey, make a Mario game where I can become a dinosaur, or like, hey, make a Mario game where I can take over enemies, or hey, make a Mario game where I can wear a sombrero, and then Nintendo was like, yeah, we'll make that game. And here we have Super Mario Odyssey. So, if you've been living under a rock, I hope you lift that rock off you and go watch all the coverage that's been coming out of E3, because there's just been so much information about video games and all the what everybody's doing. It's E3. It's the Christmas for gamers. But Super Mario Odyssey is the one that's grabbed my attention because, number one, I'm a Nintendo fan, and number two, I love Mario, and number three, it looks amazing. I mean, this game looks like it's going to be talked about for years. Like, this game is going to be talked about like 10 years later. It's like, yeah, that Mario game was good and all, but it's no Super Mario Odyssey. I mean, that's the kind of game this looks like. I mean, Super Mario Odyssey is like a combination of like all these wacky and crazy ideas, and they just threw it together, and then they made good controls, and they made good level design, and they just like, yeah, here's an awesome game. And that's what we have. I mean, we have a game where you literally have a hat, you throw it to an enemy, or throw it on a dinosaur, or you throw it on a electric wire, and you become electricity. Like, it's insane. Like, who comes up with this stuff? Like, seriously, like, whoever, like, there's got to be somewhere in Nintendo where somebody's just sitting down and just writing all these crazy ideas, and some guy with a suit comes in and like, okay, let's see, this idea says have Mario turn into a dinosaur. Huh. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And you know, it's just like these, like, I would have never have imagined, I would have never have told Nintendo, or never have made a video like, hey, you know what, I want a game where you become a bullet bill and you can just fly through the sky. Like, I would have never thought of that. Like, this is why Nintendo is they're so good at their craft. They come out with good ideas, they come out with good video games, and they make them fun. They make them enjoyable, and that's why people all around the world love their games. This is why people have been Nintendo fans since they were old enough to pick up a controller. I mean, these games just show you what Nintendo can do, and every time you think Nintendo can't do something bigger or better, they say, screw that, we're going to do it bigger and better, and they have. Like with with Zelda Breath of the Wild, and now even with Super Mario Odyssey. Personally, I have not played it. I've watched the coverage of it. I've watched the E3 Treehouse. I've watched my favorite favorite YouTubers play it, like Easy Allies and Game Explain. I've heard them talk about it, and it's just good feelings all around, just good vibes. Just everybody's just praising this game, and it feels like I need to get this game. Like, if I could buy this game tomorrow for $200, I most likely wouldn't, because I don't have $200, but I would wait for the release date and then buy the game, because it is just a game that you're going to want to play. Everybody's going to want to play this game, and if you don't want to play this game, then you don't want to play it. But, I mean, becoming a dinosaur? Like, riding becoming a taxi? Like, oh man, it is so good on what Nintendo has done with this game, and it just shows us what else they have in the works. I mean, you have to think about, this is what they were working on. I mean, when the Wii U was dead and over with, and we knew they were going to release the Nintendo Switch, there was like a year or like 2 years where they didn't release any new games. I mean, they released some filler titles like Mario Tennis and like Animal Crossing, that board game, not a real Animal Crossing game. Like, it was just filler games that they were just kind of throwing out there. They're like, hey, you know, we made these. And then people were like, eh. And then everybody was like, Nintendo, they've lost it. But it looks like they were just saving all their stuff for the Switch. Like, Zelda Breath of the Wild came out on the Wii U, as well as the Switch. But Super Mario Odyssey is only on the Switch. And you have to buy the Switch to get it, and that's okay, because not only can you play the Switch at home, now you can play Super Mario Odyssey anywhere you go. Anywhere you go. I can imagine you being on the bus or a train or a plane, and you playing this game, and people are like, What the heck? What are you playing? Why are you a T-Rex now? Why? What? How did you become a taxi? What? Is that Mario? Like, I can see people that don't play games like looking at this game thinking like, whoa, what is that? And can I try it? Like, I can just see somebody like on a plane like, hey, mind if I give that a try? And I could just see that because the game looks fun. It looks like a good time, and that's what video games are all about. Nintendo, keep doing whatever you're doing. Obviously, you have this creative and magic touch that you just put into games, and this is why we love you. Please keep making games. Please keep making great games. Metroid Prime 4, please let it be what you've done with Zelda and Mario. You took the franchise, you take the core of it, and then you strip all the other stuff that we're used to, and you just add so much more of the new stuff. You add so much more innovative ideas and say, here's Metroid, but here's Metroid a way you've never seen it before. And that's what I hope you do with Metroid Prime 4. Because Super Mario Odyssey and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild are Mario and Zelda games, but they're on different levels than their predecessors. They've gone beyond just get the item in this dungeon or collect a star. It's more than that. It seems like Nintendo is evolving their formula for their games, and this is a good thing. This is great. If you love Nintendo, praise this, because we need them to keep making games like this. And obviously they've got all the praises. Like, there's no, I haven't heard anything bad coming out of it. I mean, I've heard some people say like, I haven't personally played it, so I don't know, but like some people have said like maybe Mario feels like a little heavier than he usually does. I don't know, but you know, that's like the baddest thing I've heard. But even then they're like, but it still feels great. Like, they say that and they give their opinion, but they're like, it still feels really good. So Metroid Prime 4, this just gives me big hope that they're just going to do something crazy with Metroid Prime. Like, they're just going to go to the extremes and do something that we've never seen done in a Metroid game. A Metroid Prime game or the originals. I mean, I could just... Nintendo, you guys... You've done good. You've done really good. And your fans are behind you. Keep doing your crazy stuff. You got ARMS coming out. That's another game that I thought I wouldn't like. I played the test punch for you guys having a demo. Good on you doing that. And that was really fun. ARMS is really fun. And I might pick it up. I don't know yet. You know, money's tight. What are you going to do? But Nintendo, thank you for being a company. And I know I'm just over here just praising Nintendo, but you know what? You got to give praise where praise is due. So good on you, Nintendo. Super Mario Odyssey looks awesome. I will definitely be picking it up day one, and I will definitely be playing the Zelda DLC. Hopefully that's awesome. Well, I've seen a lot about that, and it looked good. The Trials has really got me going for it. They didn't really give any details on the story DLC part. So we don't know what it's going to be about. We know there are 4 champions were shown, and then there's 4 champion amiibos that are coming out. So are they going to let you play as the 4 champions? That's like the speculation everybody's coming out with. But that would be... If they let you play as the 4 champions, are they going to let you play as the 4 champions in the world? Like, you get to play as, you know... Those, depending on which one you play, do you just play in a confined environment, or can you play it throughout the whole world? Like, you can switch between 4 characters. Like, I have no idea. So I would have loved a little bit more information on that. Obviously they didn't give no more information. What do those amiibos do also? Like, you gotta tell us what these amiibos do. People are gonna buy them because the Zelda amiibos have just skyrocketed and people want them. But I would like to know what they do before I actually purchase them. But, you know, we'll see. I'll probably buy them anyway. But I would love to know what they actually do. So, the DLC is coming out Christmas. The first pack DLC is coming out June 30th. I already bought it, so I'll be playing the DLC first pack when it comes out. And then hopefully the story parts is just more added goodness on top of Breath of the Wild. You know, the cherry on top, because that game is an awesome game. I put 200 hours into it, and I wish I could put more. It's just there's nothing more for me to do. You know, I'm not gonna get all the Korok seeds, because screw that. But Nintendo, you did good. You did good. Thank you guys for watching this video, and have a great day.